In the quiet of a misty morning, when the city still slumbers and the world feels suspended in time, Minh sits alone by the window, cradling a steaming cup of coffee. He doesn't play music, doesn't check his phone. He simply lets the silence wrap around him. But inside his mind, it's never truly silent. There's a voice, soft, persistent, sometimes gentle, sometimes harsh. It's not someone else's voice, it's his own, or rather a part of him that speaks without sound. His inner voice. It has no face, no form, yet it's more present than anyone else in his life. It's a companion, a judge, a comforter, and at times, an adversary. Minh first noticed it in his youth, standing before the mirror, wondering if he was good enough, lovable enough. Sometimes the voice encouraged him, lifted him up. Other times it dragged him down into the depths of doubt. On certain days it gave him strength, reminded him of his resilience. But on others it paralyzed him, made him afraid to step outside, afraid of failure, of judgment, of himself. For a long time, Minh believed he was alone in this experience. But through conversations and quiet listening, he discovered that everyone has an inner voice. Some call it conscience, others ego, and some don't name it at all. They just know it's always there. This voice isn't just thought. It's a silent dialogue between the many parts of ourselves. It's reason debating emotion. It's the past whispering to the present. It's fear and hope sitting across from each other at the same table. Minh remembers a pivotal moment when he stood at the edge of a life-changing decision, leaving a stable job to pursue his passion for writing. His inner voice became a round-table discussion. One part urged him to take the leap, reminding him that life is too short to live untruthfully. Another part warned him about bills, stability, and his parents' expectations. Then a quieter voice asked, "If you don't try, will you regret it?" That question lit the path forward. He quit his job, began writing, and though the journey was tough, he never regretted it. But the inner voice isn't always right. Sometimes it's distorted by fear, past wounds, or societal expectations. Minh spent years believing he wasn't good enough, haunted by the voice that repeated, "You'll fail." He didn't realize that this wasn't truth. It was an echo of criticism, comparison, and rejection. It took many years and countless moments of self-reflection for him to learn how to distinguish between truth and pain's echo. He learned to listen without being controlled. He learned to question the voice. "Why do you think that?" And sometimes just asking was enough. There's something strange about the inner voice. It never disappears. No matter where we go or what we do, it remains. But that's not a bad thing. In fact, if we learn to listen well, it can become our most trustworthy companion. Minh began writing about his inner voice. He shared stories of how it saved him from poor decisions, how it made him cry in the middle of the night, how it helped him understand himself more deeply. He realized that this voice isn't just thought. It's a gateway to the inner world, where dreams, fears, memories, and unnamed feelings reside. One day at a writing workshop, Minh met a young woman who confessed that she always felt inadequate. In her mind, a voice constantly told her she would never amount to anything. Minh saw himself in her. He didn't offer advice. He simply shared his story, how he once blindly believed his inner voice, and how he learned to talk back to it. She sat quietly for a long time, then smiled and said, "I think I'll try talking to it."
Minh knew that was the first step. The inner voice isn't the enemy. It only becomes dangerous when we ignore its presence or let it speak without question. But if we learn to listen, to ask, even to forgive it, it can become our most honest ally. Minh still sits by the window. His coffee has gone cold. The inner voice in his head still whispers, but this time it doesn't judge or push. It simply asks, "How shall we live today?" And Minh smiles, answering in silence, "Live true to myself." Because in the end, the inner voice isn't there to control us. It's there to remind us that we are alive, feeling, and existing in the most complete and authentic way.